Greetings and welcome. Welcome, Aloha, soul, family, and friends. Kapualani here. We're going to be tuning into the new moon solar eclipse energy. So I hope that this finds you doing well. As I continue to shuffle the cards here, of course, I welcome and invite you to tune into your breath. So as you breathe in through the nose, maybe for a count of 4, as deep as you can go. You're going to exhale as deeply as you can, as fully as you can rather, with a ha or a sigh, and take maybe 2 or 3 deep inhalations and exhalations. And if this is your first time joining us, thank you so much for being here. If this is, you're just one of my regular subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world. I really appreciate you. So I'm just going to tune in here because these energies have been so massive. There is clearly, and I know we say this every single session practically, but the massive shifts, and I saw the sun peeking out there. They're setting the tone, they're setting the stage. I'm getting the downloads for what we are going to be seeing. These major shifts, this isn't even the beginning, okay? It's almost like we are getting ready to till more of the soil. It's like another layer of it, another level of it. And honestly, it's like that's going to affect, this is a long time from now that I'm getting. So, take this for what it's worth. But like the next 10, 20 years, I got 20 years. So I'm like, woo, that's a lot. All right, Spirit. So what's coming up for us collectively? These all fell out. 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups. So there's a lot of collective distortion. Your thoughts, your emotions may be kind of all over the place. There may be some tensions this week. All right, interpersonal tensions. Maybe there are some things going on externally that you're sensing that are creating some discord or some distortion. All right, so I want you to just make sure that you just remember to breathe and ground. Do your best not to take anything personally, and just remember that there's a lot of friction, there's a lot of tension, and therefore it has a likelihood to trigger us into these kind of states of, ooh, I don't know, what is this, what is that, all right? And I also want to mention anyone, because of that 7 of Cups, that 5 of Wands, anyone who's overcoming any kind of toxic Page of Wands, I feel like you're clearing from some immature behaviors or undeveloped, like where things have been short-lived, where you didn't have the clarity, the drive, the focus, the energy, the freedom, whatever it is, to more fully pursue something, like just an interest. There's something that you weren't really able or allowed to fully develop, like a vision, a talent, a desire. I feel like this is going to be the time for it. I'm getting also that you've been receiving, there's a lot of different when I say that, what I mean is energies triggering the energy body, bringing up stuff. I almost want to say, forgive the words, but it's like forcing you to shift your perception, or forcing a shift in perception. Kind of like it's when you're going along in your path, and then suddenly, if you're driving or riding a bike and someone jumps out in front of you, you have to really slam the brake, woo, you weren't, you know what I mean? There's something that is causing you to sort of pipe up, if that's the word. The words coming to mind were pipe up. I just saw 4:24 on the timer. So see if that means something to you. And forgive me for all of this shuffling, but there's clearly, if you're going through some stuff, and I got to do a little bell tone right now, let's just take a breath again. Let's just breathe in through the nose, fully and deeply, expanding the belly. Exhale, get it all out. Breathe it into the fire here. I know it's up in the corner a little hard, but just do that. Breathe it into the fire for transmutation. Want to clear mind, body, and soul to be ready and open to receiving the healing, the guidance, the clarity, and the downloads necessary, needed, and aligned with the highest, greatest good of all involved, harm to none, of course. Okay? And so it is. And if that resonates with you, you can just affirm, and so it is. All right? Thank you. Woo, there's a lot that's, there's so many things. It's almost like watching a movie where they, it's like a model set of a town or a village or whatever, and it's like all of this stuff is being pulled out from the model, like not every single thing, but all these things are being extracted, and there's new stuff that's trying to be implemented all at the same time. So find yourself, find your calm at the center of any kind of chaos or storms that you may be experiencing. All right. And I don't even feel like it's necessarily all this realized volatility in your life around you. I mean, it could be in certain ways, but Spirit is telling me just try your best to ground, gather necessary information as needed, as it matches, resonates. And when I said don't take anything personally, this is where you want to be clear, not to exacerbate any fears, right? We want to realize where we are in fear, where we are in anxiety, where we are in stress. We got 5 of Wands, that's 7 of Cups that came up earlier, so that we're not doing things to harm ourselves unintentionally or, create issues that aren't really there. Okay, that's like the biggest thing right now. So we're trying to just be clear and avoiding that kind of stuff, right? So, all right, Queen of Wands, yeah, self-confidence and personal reassurance, remembering where you focus your energy. So we're looking to the future, but and we're wanting to, we're ready to, but we're positioning ourselves where we're not being narrow focused, narrow minded, or narrow in our vision. We're just clear that, okay, this beautiful sunflower here, we're focusing on life. We're focusing on what we are bringing into life. And so where you apply your vision and therefore your creative psychic energy, that's what you are going to be magnetically, energetically aligning yourself with, and therefore, attracting in so many ways. And so this again is calling you to step into your sense of self-confidence, personal power, owning your power, standing in your power. I'm vibing on the black cat there, reminding you are being spiritually protected and guided. You do have guides around you. If you have a black cat, or you have a cat, or cats are significant to you, there's something also coming through with the cat energy. That's the third eye, of course, because cats are what? In between the worlds. And we're opening up, this is October, to the ancestral season, Samhain, All Hallows Eve. So there's a lot of this vibrational, instinctual, like kinetic stuff that I'm present to. So the energy and your biocircuitry are really gonna be needing some of your attention. That's what's going to be really communicating and speaking to you, okay? Is that your biochemistry, your electromagnetic field, that fire, okay? So that's, again, we wanna ground the fire. We wanna realize, okay, it's not being reactive, right? We are responding. We are also, again, being mindful. Where are we placing our focus on our vision of the future? Where's our life force energy? Where do we need to focus it? And where are we kind of unintentionally finding ourselves wavering? Okay, it's like a big message that I'm getting right now. So I hope that resonates like anything else. All right, let's get to this, shall we? What's coming up? Yes. 6 of Wands. So you're taking back your power. You're feeling empowered. You're starting to feel a lot more validated within as well as around you. Remembering, though, that unfortunately there are evil eyes. Like right now, I said that earlier, that 5 of Wands that popped out. I'm like, did it pop out in this one? Or did I restart? And that one, but yeah, that 5 of Wands that popped out. Now we're getting the 6 of Wands. So if there has been any kind of conflict, if you are experiencing any kind of conflict or struggle, you're overcoming it. This is the validation. You're overcoming it. So focus on the future. Focus on your success. Be mindful of your surroundings, the people, places, and experiences that you engage and that you allow to engage you. Okay? You don't have to answer every call. You don't have to reply to every email or text, at least not right away. Okay? But be mindful, people are watching you, and that's not having to be a paranoia thing. Yeah, there's people, it's a love-hate thing, right? A give-take thing where people both admire you, they envy you, and it's one of those things where it's like, oh, maybe somebody wants to knock you off that horse. I don't know where this is coming from. Okay, so see where you land in some of that, because that again comes down to perception, how you see yourself, and how you believe or feel that you are being perceived by others, right? It's about moving past that, moving past any of like, and it's not even intentional. You know what I mean? We're human being. We sense energy. This is fire. Okay, this is energy. People can be like, yay for you, right? But on the inside, it's not even that they may have any kind of an evil eye, purposefully or intentionally toward you, but it's just where we ourselves, because we're all included here, where we ourselves may be feeling insecure, where we ourselves may be feeling incapable. Sorry, a little beep there, validation that happens, where we ourselves may be feeling like we're not, where we don't have the talent, where we don't have the skill, where we don't have what it takes. You have what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like, spirit, your higher self has been really pushing this fire energy. So what I will also say, because we got the fire coming up, Leo, okay, Sagittarius, oh my gosh, why am I blanking? You guys, Aries. My goodness, I'm just like so present in the moment. I'm just like blanking on like the actual info stuff. But anyway, you are okay. There's something also where your crown chakra is being nurtured. There's something about the heart chakra, the crown chakra, that are unifying and combining. Again, you stepping into your power and paying attention, the communication, the expressions coming through vibrationally to you, guiding you on your path, on your way to success, whatever that is, victory and success. Okay, but be mindful, of course. Remember, not everyone around you is like just going to be on your side, and it may not have anything to do with you again personally, but just whatever they've got going on internally. All right, so just got to make that clear. Okay, the Lovers here. So this may be a little bit of a challenge. That progress forward, maybe some of you are waiting on a commitment, on a contract, some kind of an answer that will give you that validation, that will give you that inclination that, yeah, okay, I am transcending, I am moving toward new heights, graduating toward new levels. The Lovers card is the Gemini card, Gemini energy. So in case, it doesn't, none of these signs have to be in your chart. None of these signs have to be people or whatever that around you. I mean, it may be that there are, and if that resonates, awesome. But otherwise, going to the core of this energy again with the Lovers, this is something where I feel that you're really working to integrate. This could be part of what's challenging you. This is part of what you want to sort of look at, is what are your next levels? Again, where are you placing your focus? You see here where the feminine is focusing on the higher, on that angel, right? The archangel. And then where we've got Mikael again. And then we got the masculine looking toward the feminine. So your masculine aspect, your masculine energy, we all have masculine and feminine, and therefore for those of you that are really like focusing on things in the relationship sense, it doesn't have to be male or female, but just your counterpart, for example, which would be more of the masculine, who would be holding more of the masculine, let's say, or who you see as holding the masculine potentially, is possibly looking to you for answers, looking to you for guidance. So it's like, look no further than within. Okay, where's your feminine energy, your body, your gut, your instinct, your intuition, and so forth? Where is it pulling you? Where is it calling you? Okay, there's something that you're maybe feeling a little bit trepidation on, and it's like, this is happening, this forward movement, this next level shift, deepening of a commitment, whether it's to yourself, your life path, your work, a relationship, or your desire for it. That's what's in process right now. We are up leveling our game here. So even, it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, It's about shifting to the next level, ascending whatever you were operating in. We're moving things to another level. We're graduating. You have transcended some kind of a conflict. You've overcome some kind of a conflict or growth pattern, or just whatever it is that has required some work or has required moving through some type of resistance or challenge. You're in that phase of moving on, okay? It doesn't always feel that great. We got 6 and 6 energies here, 6 from the minor, 6 from that major. And so there's definitely something in terms of relationship, balancing of things. But again, I always start from within and we work outwardly. Okay, so whether it's that there is a connection that you're struggling with, or that you've had conflict with and you're having to resolve and overcome, again, it's all about leading from within. So if you don't know where to put your energy or where to place your focus or whatever is like motivating you at this time, go inward. Go inward, because your heart, your soul, your spirit is already on it. Okay, that's like one of the biggest messages that I'm getting here. I'm also getting some stuff with like solar plexus energies, because what's happening with the energy buddy right now is like the activations that we are experiencing. And I'm just like the sun here with the solar eclipse. It's really shining a light again. What is your next level? What is your ascension? Your next level, that you're ascending to here, okay, in yourself and your path. Again, it might be something that you're feeling challenged by, because it's like, I have an idea, but I don't really know, or I don't know how to get there, I don't know what's going on, or I don't, whatever. There's like this I don't know feeling coming up, even though it's kind of like you're in it and you're on your way anyway. Like what I'm hearing is you already done gone and bought the ticket. You're on the train, but you don't quite see it. You're on the plane, but you don't quite see it. Something is happening, and maybe if that's not what's manifested physically, again, it's energetic. You're moving in that direction. Okay, so let's see what you might not be seeing here. The opportunity, Page of Pentacles, the new beginning. Like I said, you done bought the ticket. You don't know it yet, but you bought the ticket. Okay, you opened up to the new experience. This may have been something that happened months ago, or I want to say up to a year ago of experience. Not that much further, months ago to up to a year. Okay, because we're also looking at things in timing with the eclipsing season. So maybe from that last eclipsing season that this relates to, connects to, or you know what I'm trying to say, last 6 months, last 6 to 8 type thing. Okay, but there is an opportunity here, and part of what I want to say the issue could be is that, vibrationally, you're in these more, I want to say, realized states. Like you understand what a cost of doing something might be, and so it's like, okay, I need more preparation. But where you are at physically in your ability to really make the changes or live the life, the dream, whatever, you're just at the beginning states of it. All right, we are opening up to new ground here. We're focusing on what seed am I planting? I've got a seed, so where am I planting it? What am I planting? What is, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. So it's this exploratory phase right now. You just overcame some stuff vibrationally, so try not to put that pressure on yourself, because we got the Page of Pentacles here. So there may be messages, a messenger, some sort of an insight, or I want to say like a slight shift in perspective that you're going to be getting, or that maybe you're not seeing. I feel like you might not be giving yourself credit for where you are. I feel like maybe you feel as though you're empty-handed, but Spirit's like, no, you're not empty-handed. It's just, you want this one coin to multiply into 10, but it's like, okay, how, like, what is my motivation? Where and how is like the step, the spot, the space for me to plant this seed, or even realizing that you have one in the first place. I just got to say this because somebody needs to hear this. You're on the train. You haven't missed anything. It's like you're just in it. That's all that it is. It's like you are in it. So it's hard to see yourself when you're like, it's hard to see that you're under the spotlight, that you're standing under a spotlight when you're in it. You know what I mean? So that's it. You know what I mean? That's the deal. All right, let's see what is coming through here. Nine of Wands. We got some wands here. So, good old Nine of Wands, feeling a little bit exhausted. You're going to need to take some time to slow down here. Slow down, take a breath, take a beat, stop overdoing or overthinking or over processing, going over your steps and over your steps. It's okay. It's okay to feel whatever it is that you're feeling, to experience whatever it is that you're feeling. This isn't forever. This is a nod from the universe that if nothing spectacular is happening right now, it's not supposed to be. We might want that, we might feel it, we might be like, that's what I want to work toward, and it may be very well, again, what is happening beyond your awareness or what is trying to happen. Something is trying to merge or come together. Maybe someone is wanting to merge or come together with you, a work, you are wanting to merge or go together with somebody else, a job, a career, a path, again, and it's not that it's eluding you, you're on it, again, you just don't see it because of what your current reality looks like. And so Spirit's saying, look to your past, look to, and it's not just, oh, how did you get to where you are? But literally look to your own history in terms of the life that you live, the steps that you've taken. You've been in similar positions before, like kind of having a, you know what I mean? Like you're living your life, you're doing things, maybe things are picking up, you know, so there's not all this downtime to just be sitting around torturing yourself in your own thoughts and things like that. But it is saying, but you have overcome these kinds of moments before. So give yourself that credit. Give yourself that breathing room. Okay? Give yourself that breathing room. Don't beat yourself up. And I mean, you might be feeling that way. But I almost want to say, like, you know, you yourself, what I'm hearing, you know that this, whatever this is, it's not going to be this way forever, in a good sense, in a good way. So this is just your time to get a handle on things, get a handle on yourself, get a handle on your thoughts, and just realize that, you know, when we jump to conclusions, or because I'm you know, just thinking about how with the Nine of Wands, it's about learning our lessons, for good, for bad, whatever, you know, going through experiences that we've not been through before, and what are we taking with us. That's been a really big message, especially with the eclipse season, right? We're already kind of understanding of like what's not serving us. It might be hard though. Bump on the head. It might be hard to really say, all right, I've burned my hand enough times over silver. I've stumped myself enough times. I can do this differently. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. It's like, what are they, that saying about insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I think you've learned by now. I think you get it. Whatever it is. Okay, that is cycling out. You trying what may appear to be all these different things, but it's really the same thing. You know what I mean? Getting the same results or whatever. Okay, it's like figuring that out. It's like, okay, I get it. Almost, I mean, maybe this isn't the right phrase, but it's like almost like a rock bottom. It's like I say, where you just kind of have to, like this forced perspective shift. You come to the end of the line. There's no further to go on this. So it's like, you got your train ticket, you getting on, or you stay here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just what's coming to mind. Okay. Where is all of this leading up to? It's getting an outcome. Boom. Ace of Wands. Yep. There's that new beginning. There's you already have it. Like, look at this. The wand in hand, right? And it's not just like a realization of it, but it is the synchronicity of the energies of you yourself, your energy, perception, and then the readiness to accept, to say yes. Like I said, they're like getting on or off. It's like, oh yeah, I'm getting on. That's the vision. There's a clarity that's coming. Whatever clarity that you don't have, it's likely because there's too many scenarios that are running through your mind. Okay, so you got to just give yourself this time and space to see, where do I already have the upper hand? What have I already accomplished? The conflict that I've already overcome. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt, even if where you're at physically doesn't seem like much. You got to know that counts. It counts for everything. Okay, so Ace of Wands, take that power back. Own your vision. Don't be afraid to say yes to the new cycle, the new journey. Okay, don't be afraid. There's an opportunity, a next step that is also going to be presenting itself one way or another. Okay, where there's okay, this is a new day. There's something beyond that. It's a shift in a perspective that maybe you weren't able to shift into before again. Okay? All right. Woo! So I'm just gonna tune in before we just shift gears. This felt like it went by really quickly. I don't know about you, but we got animal spirit guides coming up next. What I will say, okay, I didn't mention this earlier, but for those who are interested, I do offer. I go into a part 2 of this video. We look into things deeper. This is pretty much just covering this new moon energy, maybe like the weekly energy, and then we kind of go forward and seeing just how things are continuing to develop, and where you can of course focus your energy, so forth, and what this new moon solar eclipse is ultimately going to be co-creating or guiding you into, or supporting you rather. Okay, so that's going to be in the part 2, the extension. You can find that on my website, kapualani.com/extensions. I'll put it in the comments, I put it in the description, so I try to make it easy to find. But all right, let's shift into the animal spirit cards. And by the way, for the part 2, the extension, we're going to look into some angel answers. We may do a meditation. I'm holding space to do a meditation. So thank you for those of you who've given some feedback and really, validated that the previous, like the full moon, I think we did with that meditation, that was very helpful and supportive. So I'm going to hold space for that, a new moon meditation for us. But let's see, what is our animal spirit guide card? We got a bunch of them. That elk wanted to pop out, went back in, so we're just going to let that go. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Fireflies, so sweet. Being a light in the dark. I love fireflies. I miss fireflies. I lived in New York on the East Coast and the South for a minute, and just fireflies. I miss fireflies. So that light in there's something I feel like you are. See, you're under that spotlight. It's gonna grow. Be okay and comfortable with the focus and the light that's on you. This is very soft energy, a soft light, but there's something about this yellow, the gold, the solar plexus, the free will that's being unlocked, and the knowing of what to do with that free will and how to harness and channel that focus. But let me go into our book here, and let me see. I don't know that I've ever really. There we go. I was going to say, I don't know if I've ever really come across Firefly. But here we go. Inspired and fantastic yet feeling. I love that. So we're going to lean into writing, creating, brainstorming. What is that? That creation energy, fire. And we're flying. There is a lot of fire energy here. Okay. And we're going to recognize when we're feeling burnt out or dull. And so to bring this into balance, write a poem, draw, keep it simple. I love this energy. It's high frequency, can't be sustained for long. So therefore, Firefly, yeah, this makes sense. So maybe you're feeling inspired, but it's like you don't really have the energy. Is it chutzpah? I'm sorry if that's the wrong word or phrase. But it's like you can have this clarity and you can have this energy and have this opportunity, but we're like, yeah, I'm just not. I don't quite have it in me to drive it through right now. So we're doing this like over time. We're keeping things light and easy. But otherwise, I mean, thank you for spending this time. Like I feel like this went by very, very quickly. Okay, we're gonna, of course, part 2, if you join me, just know it starts off at $1.11. Okay, so truly, please don't be shy. You don't have to do the 10-10. It goes up to 10-10 on the scale, but whatever suits you, whatever you're vibing with, I just invite you to check it out, all right? If that speaks to you, of course. So that being said, I think I'm gonna close up here and just say thank you so much again for joining me. Gonna give us a little bell tone to close things out here. But I hope that you have a beautiful and blessed new moon solar eclipse. I will see you in part 2 in the extension, all right? So thank you so much. Take care.